was literally wide awake at midnight last night, and as soon as my alarm went off, I really didn't want to get up. So I am struggling right now, but it is Friday, so that's a positive. Today you are about to see the most realistic day in the life of a receptionist. But right now I need to crack on with my makeup. It is now 6 AM. I will see you when I look a lot more presentable. I am ready. The time is, this dress is strangling me because I'm sitting on it. It's 6:45. It's 6:34 and our train is at 7:03, so we're doing okay for time. My belly's really rumbling this morning though. I feel really hungry, but I'll be okay once I've had a coffee, and then I'll have my breakfast about 10ish. I try and leave my breakfast as late as I can. Coffee will tie me over until 10. I don't know how cold it is out. Let's have a look at the weather. 1 degree. So does that mean we have to de-ice the car? That's the question. So now I'm gonna go downstairs and see how icy the car is and see if I have to go out there and de-ice it. I've just had a look outside at the cars and we're all good. We don't need to de-ice the cars. It's so annoying that like this time of year you have to count that in your like morning get ready, I guess. Like you always have to just check the weather, see if the car's icy, allow yourself time. Like for example, the time is 20 to 7 now, and like I said, our train is at 7:03. It takes us 10 minutes to get to the station, so we need to be out the house by 10 to, yeah, about 10 to. And luckily there's not much traffic on the way to the station because the station is literally down a country lane, so we don't come into contact with much traffic. Okay, I apologise for the awful lighting, but it's 6:43 and we're ready to go. I feel like Harry's trying to prove a point, like, because he gets up later than me. Like, he literally got up at like 6:20. Well, just a bit after that actually, and he was faffing about, and he's ringing me now. He's in the car. Hello? Okay, bye. He wants his lip balm. But yeah, I feel like he's trying to prove a point that like he's ready so quickly, because I like, you take so long to get ready, he's in the shower for so long. But he's in the car ready and waiting. He needs his lip balm, so I'm gonna go grab that and then we're gonna hit the road.
Platform 1 for the 7:03 Greater Anglia service.
Please do not leave any belongings unattended.
Because once everyone goes back to the office, they will hopefully add the trains back on again, and like there'll be normal service, so we won't be stopping to get coffee. And it doesn't make that much difference to our train journey. It literally adds on like an extra 10 minutes, which is not that much. Like, it's fine. I still get in before 9, so yeah, we're on the train now for an hour. My journey, probably door to door, take at the moment, with the trains being like not normal, just under 2 hours, I that's at the moment, but on a normal day it would take us probably an hour and 20, I would say, an hour and 15 to an hour and 20. So which is much better. I mean, to some people that sounds like a lot, like a really long time, but I think we're just used to it now.
This fucking freezing me.
Is possible. Click C.
My colleague left me a little home magazine to read, bless her. Okay, these are always normally on the desk when I get in, so I put these on the table just over there where people usually sit. I feel like that coffee has literally done nothing. I still feel so tired, like I can really feel it in my eyes. I just couldn't shut off last night until like gone midnight, so yeah, I've technically only had like 5 hours sleep, so I'm feeling it today. But nevertheless, it's 9 AM and it's time to work. And I think in this video I'm going to show you a bit more in depth of like what I do, because I did film a video like this about a year ago and I don't think I covered exactly what I do. Today's Friday, so it's exceptionally quiet today, as it has been the last few weeks, to be honest, since work, like everyone's been working from home. Obviously for me, I can't work from home, so when I am in the office it is very quiet because a lot of people having their meetings virtually. Hopefully that changes now. The rules have changed, so people will be coming back to the office and we'll be busy again. But yeah, today's Friday, so Fridays are always pretty quiet, but we have got a few meetings. On this floor in particular, we hold a lot of like lunch meetings, fine dine lunches, sandwich lunches. So that's, I think, the main reason why we're busy, because we are that floor that has like most of the fine dines. I'll show you like an overview of what my day looks like on the system. But first things first, I do the room checks. So we have got, I'm just trying to count how many rooms, because I would say 12. We have 10 rooms on this floor, because it goes like 1101, 1102, 1103, 1104, but we don't have an 1105, it jumps to 1106, 1107, 1108, we don't have 1109, and it jumps to 1110, 1111, 1112. So I check all of those meeting rooms. I check that they're tidy. Even if there's not a meeting going in there, I just check it anyway, because you never know if someone's going to come up and ask for a room. So every room has a credenza like this, and then if you open the cupboard it will have a drawer which will have notepads, pencils, which are in there, teas, sugars, and it would have glasses, but the catering team needs to top up the spoons and the glasses. And then, for example, every room will have a little tablet like this, and that's how you basically use the screen in the room. So the screen is just behind those doors there, and you can make a call, present, and do all that jazz. And then there's a phone there and a keyboard. So again, just make sure that all these tablets are working and have this like screen up. If it doesn't, then there's usually something wrong. And then lastly, we also just check that there's tissues in the tissue boxes, because there's nothing worse than an empty tissue box sitting in a room. We also have touch panels in all of the rooms, which you're able to turn the lights on and off, the blinds up and down, and the room temperature. It's, yeah, a very high-tech way of doing it. I mean, it's a bit temperamental, but I guess that's the world we live in today. Everything is high-tech. Also, please ignore my nails. They all chipped off, so I'm gonna get them done next week. But I actually hate my nails with nothing on them now. Ew. Also, every room is different. So this room, for example, has soft seating. So if it's a bit more of a casual meeting, then people can come and sit on the soft seats, or if it's more formal, then you can sit at the table. Or it's good for lunches because you can have your lunch at the table, and then after, when you're having your little like casual chats, you can move over to the soft seating. Okay, in this case, this room never has a phone plugged in because when we have fine dine lunches, they have to unplug the phone so they can lay the table. So that's pretty much like 99% of the time I always have to plug the phone back in, and the phone is left in the cupboard. The catering team just shove it in the cupboard, so I will just have to plug this into the table, which is super easy. You just plug it in down there with this little thing. Sunlight right in my face. It is so cold out, by the way. The train I was on this morning was absolutely freezing as well. So when I got off the train, I was like cold right down to the bone. Right, that phone is coming on now, so that is all ready to use. That will just kind of do its little start up. Okay, prime example as to why we do room checks. The keyboard was tucked behind there, which obviously doesn't look good because it's supposed to be here. So yeah, that's why we do the room check. So everything is in its place. Sorry for the glare, but this is what my page looks like today for meetings. So we've got 2 fine dine lunches, an extra long client meeting, and then the other one also looks like a client meeting, even though it's not marked as a client meeting, but it's someone external coming in. And it looks like there was one here, but that's disappeared, so maybe that was cancelled. So yeah, that's my day. Like I said, very quiet, but it is expected because it's a Friday. Okay, this room has all been set up ready for the fine dine. You know, I said we have a fine dine this afternoon. Well, we have 2, but this is one of the rooms, so this has already been set up. The catering team are very organised and prepared. This is a lovely room. This has got a terrace, this one. So I'll take you outside, show you the terrace. So it's lovely in the sunlight. It gets really, really, really hot out here. One of my favourites. Oh my god, look at them people literally hanging. I don't know what they're doing, but I just walked into this room and saw them hanging. So this is our pantry where all the teas and coffees get made. Just grabbing myself a bottle of water because I have to stay hydrated during the day. But yeah, this is the pantry where the teas and coffees are made. I make my porridge here, the lunches get served here, and all that good stuff. But yeah, I try and drink like 2 of these a day to stay hydrated. And this is what my desk looks like, if you ever wonder what my view is like from my desk. Got to grab a glass. Back I go. Okay, so it's 10:10. I'm waiting for my 10:30 to come in, but whilst I'm doing that, I am just going to pop on a podcast very quietly in the background. I don't know if anyone else is intrigued in this Jamie Lynn Spears interview with Alex Cooper. I'm really, really intrigued by it. I've listened to part 1, so I'm gonna just put part 2 on in the background quietly. I mean, it is quite peaceful up here, I must admit. I just want to quickly add that normally I am working with my 2 colleagues, but because at the moment we're doing like reduced days, we're just doing like a day on our own at the moment. I think it will go back to normal first week of Feb. So this time of year we get a lot of coats because obviously it's absolutely freezing outside. So I've just took 2 clients' coats, which I will put in the cupboard at the end. That's where we store our client coats. I've just finished my breakfast. I just want to quickly say that I wouldn't normally eat on the desk. It's just because I know that it's super quiet, and obviously I am on my own, so I think if I was to go away from the desk, it could potentially be worse if anyone was to come to the desk and no one was there. Do you know what I mean? Whereas if I'm there but I'm eating, you just got to use your common sense, haven't you? And just be alert at all times. Don't be oblivious to what's going on around you. Do you know what I mean? And it doesn't take me long to eat porridge anyway. So yeah, I just wanted to put that out there, that we do not eat on the desk. We kind of gauge when it's quiet, and I mean, we're up here all day every day. We get to know who's kind of wandering around, and you know who's gonna walk through the door. You just sense noises and stuff, don't you? And you get used to, like, I don't know, you just get used to it. I'm all for, it's 11 o'clock, so I had breakfast really late because I don't like eating too early in the morning, because then I get hungry like really early. For example, I'm going to the gym today at 12:15, so if I was to have had my porridge at like 9 when I got in, I'll most probably be hungry at 12 when I go to the gym, and I don't really want to do a body pump class with feeling that hungry feeling, you know. Yeah, I've got an hour till the gym. However, I did go on Wednesday and my body is kind of aching, like not as bad as last time. I feel like I just need to walk around a little bit more. I find that when I'm sitting down for a long period of time, that's when my muscles stiffen up and I feel worse when I get up. So I'm just gonna do like a few laps of the floor. I tend to do that. If I want to get my steps up, I'll just do like a few walk arounds just to get my body moving, because obviously my job is mainly to be sat at that desk, so it is good every now and then to get up and stretch my legs and just move my body, because I do find that I do get a bit stiff sitting down all the time. So this fine dine lunch has literally just finished. They've had a nice amount of champagne and Pinot Noir, whatever that is. I'm not very good with fancy wines. Let's have a look at the menu. So this is what they had. Very, very fancy. Not my choice of food, but each to their own. Another fine dine is just finishing up. They're just in the bathroom. I'm gonna get their coats out now, so they're ready to head out, and I'll call the lift as well, make sure the lift is ready and waiting, because their hosts have actually gone now, because they've probably got another meeting or whatever, and they just tend to just leave the clients to use the bathroom and stuff if they've had a lunch and whatnot, and then leave it up to us to see them out. So if there's any chockies left over, we tend to eat the chocolates, like if I've got my colleagues here or whatnot, or even if we're on our own. This one's actually quite nice, so I'm going to take this. So what I'll do now is, after I've ate my chocolate, I will pop all the chairs back, and I will in the other room as well actually, because the catering team have actually cleared it now. So I will go back in and I'll put all the chairs that they've put to the side back in place. I know I have just been to the gym, but no chocolate, nothing wrong with that. That one was nice. This was also left in the room. This is the buzzer that they use. It's quite heavy to buzz through to the kitchen. So you know when people are in here having their lunch, they will press that buzzer and it will alert the kitchen that they're ready for like their next meal or whatever, you know, their next dish. So my working day has officially ended. It is 4:35 and I was able to go a little bit earlier, but I had pretty much missed my train, so I decided to stick around. My colleague came down and we was chatting together, had a little catch up. I'm taking my hair out now because technically ended my shift and there is no more meetings for the day, so I am all good. I have to wear my hair tied back, by the way, for work. Oh, also, you know the champagne that was left in the fine dine meeting? The butler kindly gave us 2 glasses, like me and my colleague, so we just had a lovely glass of champagne just to end the day. So I'm going to go and pop them away. I'm also going to go and pop my water away. I'll probably down the last of that. I've just packed my laptop away, and yeah, I'm gonna just grab my stuff together and get ready to go. I need to make sure I make my train. My train is at 5:02, so I need to get a move on. Just thought I'd show you the view real quickly whilst the sun is going down. Shame there isn't a nice sunset tonight. Normally you get a lovely sunset just over there by St Paul's, but it's a bit cloudy today, so there isn't really one. But it is super cozy in here when it gets a little bit dark and the lamps are on and everything. I'll show you over here as well. It's super quiet now, so there's no one around. Even the butlers have gone home. So, but I do need to get a move on. I'm terrible. So this is the view from this side, which I absolutely love. And that's a lovely terrace. I must admit I am very lucky, and you do get used to it every day because I suppose you are here all the time, but every now and then I do look out and think, wow, I do have a very, very good view. Literally just chucked on my coat. I need to walk so fast to the station. It's nearly 10 to, my train's at 5:02. I've just got home, it is 7 PM. I've just chucked dinner on because I am so hungry. I came over really hungry on the train. I'm gonna get out this uniform, put my comfy clothes on, and then I will probably close out this vlog because I don't just want to end it here. I want to just sit down and have a little chat with you guys. Hello everyone. So I just wanted to end this video just having a little quick chat just about normalising a 9 to 5 really. I heard a TikTok the other day which kind of gave me the urge to film this video, just kind of like a realistic day in the life, because this TikTok that I heard, it hit the nail on the head really, because it was just saying like, can we normalise a 9 to 5? Because there's a lot of videos online and people saying, you know, quit your job and start earning X amount a month. Quit your job and travel the world, or take risks and quit your job, and it's all like bad mouthing corporate jobs. I have in the past doubted myself and thought, is my job not enough? Could I maybe be doing more at my age? And I'm 25, just to let you guys know. It does get in your head because as humans we do compare, like, you know, you look at other people's lives and, you know, other people your age and maybe they're doing more extravagant things than you, or they've got a better job than you, and you do start to doubt yourself. And basically there are a lot of, nowadays, a lot of jobs on social media. Like there's a lot more people becoming influencers, you know, TikTok famous, quitting their jobs and just doing TikTok full time. There's people doing YouTube full time, which is absolutely fine. Like there's nothing wrong with that. But all I'm saying is, if you're in a corporate job or you're in a whatever job you're in and you're happy in your job, but you keep seeing all of these people maybe doing more things, or even like influencers now, they sometimes talk about how much they get paid and stuff, even though that can benefit another influencer, I guess, if you want to kind of see what the other person's earning. But then to someone that's in a normal job, hearing that an influencer gets paid X amount for a post can really make that other person feel a bit shitty, really. Do you know what I mean? Like, am I making sense? So my point is, I don't know, I just wanted to make this video to kind of show you, because like I do YouTube and, you know, I'm no one big or anything. Like I'm just documenting my life online basically, and I have a full-time job in the corporate world. And I just want to show you that I get up every day, I get up really early. There are days where I can't be bothered. If you're happy in your job and you're happy doing what you're doing, then that's absolutely fine. And don't doubt yourself for 1 second, because as long as you're happy and you like your job and you work with good people, that's all that matters. You know, don't compare yourself to other people and what they're doing. I hope that makes sense. And I also just wanted to say, just about my job really, that obviously, as I've said many times, It is very quiet in the office at the moment because we are living in just a crazy world, and you know, a lot of people are working from home, whereas before the pandemic, the system, you know what I showed you guys, that would be full from 8 AM till 5, maybe 6 PM. There was once a day when we had back-to-back meetings, and I mean back-to-back as in you'd have to call out the meeting a couple minutes before the hour and say we've got the next meeting here, and there would be times where those people do not want to come out that room. You know, they're signing a big contract and you know they're running over and they can't come out, and then you would have to find another room for the next client meeting. And bearing in mind we've got 5 meeting room floors, and there was a time when all of those meeting room floors were booked up. I'm not joking, it was crazy busy. I don't know if it'll ever get back to that. I think it will. It has been quiet for so long that I am ready for it to be busy again, you know? Like every now and then it's nice to have a quiet day or two, but I am ready for the buzz. I'm ready to be busy, and yeah, I just want everything to go back to normal really. I really hope you enjoyed watching this video, and if you're new here, you stumbled across my video somehow, because I got a few videos on my last one of people, you know, that do the same job or that are interested in becoming a receptionist. Yeah, I hope this video helps and gives you a bit of an idea of what your day can involve. But I mean, every reception role is different. I've been doing reception work for the last 4 years, and there was a company that I worked in before this one where I used to go around to different sites and cover the reception, and I can tell you now they are all so different. So again, don't compare. This is just, you know, what goes on in my work and the way we do things. And I hope you found it useful. I hope you found it fun to watch, enjoyable, and most importantly, I hope it made you realise that I have a normal life, a normal 9 to 5. I shall see you all in my next one. Oh, I got my nails done as well. I went for ombre. Love, love, love.